What is the importance of plasma proteins? Clinically speaking, plasma proteins have got importance in particularly in liver and kidney diseases, because in these diseases plasma proteins, their levels are decreased. First of all, please try to understand that plasma proteins exert what is called as plasma colloid osmotic pressure or plasma colloid oncotic pressure. At this stage, what you must remember is that here is a pressure inside the capillaries, inside the blood vessels, and this pressure, this force pulls the water back into the capillaries. It pulls the fluid back into the capillaries by osmosis. Plasma colloid osmotic pressure is a pressure exerted by plasma proteins, mainly albumin. Second, it pulls the water or fluid by osmosis back into the capillaries. So now listen to this part. If there is a liver disease, liver normally synthesizes the plasma proteins and mainly the albumin. So in liver diseases, particularly very severe hepatocellular diseases, the plasma proteins levels will fall, and in such a scenario, plasma colloid osmotic pressure will also decrease. And as a result of that, there is edema. So the clinical application at this stage that you should remember is appearance of edema. Edema is excess accumulation of fluid in the interstitial space. So because of the decrease in plasma colloid osmotic pressure, the water could not be pulled back into the capillaries. Water will stay in the interstitium within the tissues. This will result in edema. So remember, in the liver diseases, there is severe liver diseases, of course, there will be edema. Second, kidney diseases. Look, normally the kidneys are not expected to filter out the proteins. Normally the proteins, plasma proteins, are not filtered out by the kidneys and they are not lost into the urine. But there are certain conditions like nephrotic syndrome. Nephros is kidney. So nephrotic syndrome, it's a renal disease. And what happens is the proteins are filtered out and lost into the urine. What will be the result? Decrease in the plasma proteins, decrease in the plasma colloid osmotic pressure, and therefore resultant edema. So therefore, the thing that you should remember at this stage is that liver diseases and kidney diseases, they are responsible for appearance of edema because of decrease in the plasma colloid osmotic pressure, and that's because of decrease plasma proteins. What is the importance of specific gravity of blood, and is this investigation really important? Is it done nowadays? Well, I must say specific gravity of urine is commonly done rather than blood, but nevertheless, let's understand this. Specific gravity of whole blood is 1.060, and blood has got plasma and cells. So specific gravity of plasma is 1.030 and specific gravity of cells is 1.090. So it's easy to remember 30, 60, 90. Plasma, cells, and specific gravity of whole blood. Of course, this is relative. When we consider specific gravity of water to be 1, then these are the relative specific gravities, and that's how you can remember. What is the importance or clinical significance? Is there any? Okay, specific gravity has got a limited significance in terms of investigation, is that when there is dehydration, dehydration is water loss from the body. In that case, in such cases, specific gravity of the blood will get altered. So for now, you just remember what is the importance. Alteration of specific gravity occurs in the conditions of dehydration, whereby there is water loss from the body, water loss from the plasma, water loss from the extracellular fluid.